Ridley is the Beatles of science fiction. It's pure cinema, the way Ridley brings these stories to life.
My new show, Raised by Wolves, is just so wonderfully entertaining and fascinating. Great words speak, like great music. And as I'm reading, I can already see the film. I start to scribble boards, as sketches initially, and then it starts to take form. This majestic, brave new world, the new beginning of everything, the far future on Kepler. I've already filmed it on paper. Have him come around and walk through it.
To find designs that feel like something you haven't seen before, that's something that Ridley has accomplished in a very awesome way.
His storyboard process is pretty exclusive to him, where he does get into that amount of detail. We've got rough storyboards for the entire episode already come out of his head for every scene.
Because he comes from an art director background, you can't fool him. You gotta think like Ridley, then you gotta go another level.
Within the first few moments, this is very, very high-tech thing. They'll pass over a landscape and smash into rubble. They're teaching on the end of Hull, which could easily be 1,000 feet deep. So already you're beginning with a problem. That's how the film begins. Oh, this is interesting. This thing here, this red ball, will be thrown on the ground and will burst open. As it's bursting open, it will form like a moving Lego kit. It will open up without them even looking at it and becomes that. When you go inside their dwelling, you're kind of entering the Middle Ages. We meet two people, mother and father, that are very odd in terms of their cadence and their character and their nature. As androids, 24 embryos were given to these specialized form of parents. Father will simply plug her into 6 containers. So the containers are, in essence, her womb.
Initiating trimester 1.
So we'll find later in the story, we go into a flashback. We see the destruction of a city, that what's left of the world. There's now a ship that's already on its way, been coming for 13 years, which is called the Ark. Father one evening sees the Ark pass in front of the moon and think, oh my God, they're here.
It looks like nothing I've seen before in sci-fi, totally original, and it's come straight from Ridley's head.
You test it by saying, how crazy will it look? So you try and draw it. And then you think, I think that's going to work.